Hi everybody, it's Ginger from In Cheap's Clothing Yarn Shop here in Torrington, Connecticut, and it's another Sunday afternoon, and I am so happy to be here with you. I actually was looking forward to getting here and just spending some time with you. So I hope that you're all well. I have lots to show you today, and I hope that you like the cowl that I'm wearing right now. There's a whole story behind this, which I will get into in a little bit. This is Noro Silk Garden. Oh, isn't that pretty? So anyway, I will get into that in a few minutes, but first, we'll take care of a few other things first. It's October. So I realized last week, I said, happy Socktober, da 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 da, and then realized after I got off, it's like, I hardly spoke about socks. I spoke about some sock yarn that had come in, but hardly said anything about socks. I'm going to say a little bit more about socks this week. I am not a big sock knitter. I like to knit my sock yarn with mohair. I like to do something that beefs it up, but I appreciate socks very much. I'm very good at making one sock and not the other. I hope to kind of rectify that. I currently have two socks that are in that situation. I did get, last week I introduced the Aracunia Twilight Paints, and I have to say, you guys went nuts over it, and this is color 508, which you just loved so much that I sold out of it and reordered more. So if you were waiting, haven't gotten it yet, I have more that came in, so this will go out this week. This is color 508 called Monarch, and it's just so gorgeous. And actually, I just realized, let me grab this here. It goes so beautiful with purple. And there's so many people that are making socks, but they're kind of going along with me that this yarn is so gorgeous. It will make other beautiful things as well, and one skein projects. Now, while I was reordering this, I also ordered in another color that I did not get in that I thought I should. And this is color 507, and it's called Painted Lady. And yeah, I didn't have any kind of dusty pinks, and I thought that was absolutely gorgeous. Color 5007, and look what I found. Ooh, beautiful. So put these two together and be absolutely gorgeous. I will be adding this to the website as well. So this is called Painted, what's it called? Painted Twilight Paints. So anyway, absolutely gorgeous sock yarn. And I found a couple patterns I'd forgotten about that would work beautifully with this yarn. Well, first of all, one was one that I had mentioned just a couple weeks ago, and it's called the Gale Scarf. So if you are a crocheter, this would be absolutely gorgeous in this yarn. You could do a smaller version of this with one skein, or you can do two, add a strand of mohair if you want, and you can get this. It's a really good size. It's almost more shawl-like, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I've had this in the shop before, so it's beautiful. And then I totally forgot and came across this one, Veronique. I've had people that have made this, and it is beautiful. This is on Ravelry. You can find it there, and it's by Alexandra Davidoff. She has some beautiful designs up, so you want to check her out as well. But this would be just beautiful in the I keep forgetting the name of the yarn, the Twilight Paints. And then also I was reminded, because I was looking around for some sock patterns, and I realized there's a book. Remember when you were all going nuts over this book? I was absolutely just crazy about it. The 52 Weeks of Accessories. There are a lot of patterned socks in here, but there are also let's see what I was finding. There are also some socks that just have stitchery in them that you could certainly use that yarn for. And there are just a number of beautiful, let me just find some other ones in here. But there's a whole bunch. We have to revisit this book because, oh yeah, this one here. Because at the time the book came in, it was late spring, and at that point all the summer things were coming in, and I felt like I needed to put this book to the side and wait for a little cooler weather. Well, it's here now, so I think we need to start going through this because there were so many things in here, so many projects that I was excited about for the holidays, although some of them are a little bit longer than, oh, there's so many beautiful shawls in here. You have to take a little peek through. So many beautiful shawls in this book that, yeah, I think there were like, when I went through it, there were like 30 projects that oh yeah, this one, that I just needed to make. Yeah, this one here. Now I remember this one. Here we go. Oh, there we go. This shawl, look at that. You know how much I love a chevron. So yes, so I need to be taking a really good hard look at this book. But anyway, so there are some sock patterns in there if you've already have your book. But then also I wanted to mention, if you are not, or you're looking for a faster sock project, this is a great sock. And this is, what do I call this? My Fair Isle tube sock. And I call it Fair Isle because it is using the Fair Isle Aran Weight sock yarn, the ones that I used for the chiclets. And I have a whole bunch of colors still that would be beautiful for this pattern. And this is a nice, quick sock pattern. It's a tube sock. So there's no heel and like barely any toe to speak of. Here, let me show you. So it's on here, but look at this. It's just a spiral, that's what it's called. Fair Isle spiral rib tube, spiral tube sock. That's what I call it. Fair Isle spiral tube sock. But there you go. So there's no heel. And this is so easily adjustable. This is done on a size 6 needle. I don't remember what the gauge was, but one ball of this yarn will make a pair of socks this size. And I do have the pattern size for, I think, kids up to a regular size sock, not extra large, but I think there's like 3 sizes. But this is so easy. And this is also, I like to use this for class when I'm teaching people how to work double point needles, because you don't have to worry about your heel. For, you're making a sock, it's a little heavier weight, it's a little bit more friendly for double point needles. So I just find it's my great go-to sock project. If you want something simple, fast, this is up on the website. I'll post the link for it. And if you just want to learn how to do or practice on your double point needles, it's perfect for that. Or if you do your circular needles as well. I have not worked with a 9-inch needle on it. I'm not really that crazy about 9-inch. 12-inch I'll work on, but I need to try that and see how that works. Okay, so all right, so that's my sock talk. It was short and sweet. That was my sock talk. Oh, except that I do want to mention. Oh no, it's not. I'm not done yet. Wait a minute. I also wanted to tell you that on my website this week, and I'm going to keep it on special for. You know what? I think I'm just going to keep it on special for the rest of the month. It's October. Yeah, I'm going to do that. But I have a sock yarn. It's superwash sock yarn. It's called Super Sock Rio Color, 420 meters, 100-gram balls, and I have a bunch of different colors in this yarn. And I'm taking a nice little discount off of this yarn. So if you want to check it out, it was already a decent price as it was, but now it's even better. And if you're not a sock knitter, this would be great for I have somebody that's using this yarn. Is it this yarn? Or might be this sock yarn. They're doing the, oh, what's the hat? Can't think of it. The double hat that you push inside out. Can't think of the name of it because I didn't write it down. I don't remember. You know what I'm talking about. You make it double the length and you push it inside out, and then you have like four layers for your ears. Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, I have people that are using the sock yarn for that hat. I'll put it up in the notes what the hat is called when it comes to me after I get off. So anyway, so yes, so I'm having a nice little special on that sock yarn. There's a variety of colors. And then also I wanted to mention to you, okay, so next week, so every week there's a little special thing going on. So yes, little sale thing going on, but also next week. And I roll out a new yarn every week. So next week there'll be another new yarn that's come in. And then week after that, another new one. But I also have a new, well, I'm just going to come out and just say it's a special needle case for double point needles. And it's handcrafted by one of my customers. And to me, it's really, really special. They're very cute. And that will be a special thing that I'll be doing next week. So you want to watch for that. I'm not giving any little, that's as much as I'm telling you. I do have a couple samples, but if I show you those, that's going to give away another certain little special surprise I've got going. So I don't want to do that. So you'll have to wait till next week or even Wednesday. I might have some for my Wednesday morning Facebook. So if you want to check in then, I should have a sample by then, or 2 or 3, or maybe all of them. So those will be up on the website as well. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about before I get into, yeah, I'm going to talk about the Baroco yarn tasting, and that will segue into my Noro, which I'm so excited about. Okay, so we had our Baroco yarn tasting this weekend here in the shop, and if you're not familiar with the Baroco yarn tasting, you get this great kit that comes from Baroco. And where is my, oh, right here in front of me. So you get this nice little bag of yarn. 3 of the yarns are brand new. 3 are featured this season, but they're not necessarily brand new. They might actually be from last year. And you also get this really great lookbook that has all the new patterns for this season, and it shows the new season for the new yarns, and some of them are just so gorgeous. And if you really want to see them on a model, you can go on the Baroco's YouTube page. Excuse me, Baroco's YouTube page, and they have them being modeled. They have the different booklets with the different yarns, and you see the designs for those yarns. So check that out. And then also when you order one of these, so you get the book, you get the yarn, you also get a coupon code for 50% off of any pattern. So if there's a pattern in here that you see that you like, you can use it towards that. Now, what I normally like to do with these yarn tastings is I like to have a project, and cowls have always been a great project. This year I was going to do mitts, and I think I even showed half of a mitt that I was starting. Well, I don't know about you, but I have a tendency of, when I lose steam on something, there's usually a reason. It's usually because something better is coming down the pike. And in this case, that's exactly what happened. Because I came up with this cowl pattern that I wanted to use for my Noro yarn tasting that is coming up soon. And I had mentioned that this, I think I talked about it, that I was re envisioning my Noro yarn tasting this year. And I'm hoping, I'll tell you, in this yarn business, as in any business, you find yourself sometimes having to pivot quickly. And that's exactly what happened with me with the whole Yarn Cowl yarn tasting thing. Because the Noro Magazine 25 is expected the 22nd of this month. And I have it up for pre-orders, and then what I do is I take a pre-order for I was going to do the 2 new Noro yarns with this cowl pattern that is new for the shop. However, it's looking like that new yarn, we don't know when it's coming in. And when you ask the distributor and they don't know when it's coming in, that's not a particularly good sign. So I thought about it and started worrying about it because the magazine would come in and no yarn for the yarn tasting. So I thought about it a little bit and I came up with a solution for it. Now, I had mentioned last week that included in the Noro 25, there's going to be a knit along with Nikki Epstein for a new blanket that she's doing that is coming in 3 different colorways in Silk Garden. And I had shown, I have two of the colorways here. So this was one of the colorways right here. And it's lovely. And then actually, this is a 3rd colorway. I just don't have well, actually, okay, I'll say that in a second. So this is option number 1. This is and this is up on the website. I just have a square. So this was what the first square was knit in. And actually, I had got myself confused because I was looking at the color of the pattern last time, and I thought there was navy, but there wasn't navy. It was teal. So I had all the colors. I just had an extra one. So this is the color option 1. And then I showed you color option 2. So what I decided to do was, since I had all the colors for the blanket, I have plenty of all the colors of the blanket, and these colors are featured in the magazine, and Silk Garden is featured big time in the magazine. I said, let's go with Silk Garden for now. When the new yarn comes out, you could still get a yarn tasting for the cowl in that yarn, but for now, let's do this one. This way, when you get the magazine, you'll also be getting, if you're ordering, you'll also be getting your cowl kit as well. And just to let you know, when if you just order the magazine or you order the magazine and the cowl kit, you get a 10% coupon code for anything that's in the Noro magazine, with the exception of the blanket, because I've already given something off on that, plus free shipping. So we're good with that. But this is the color 3 option. And it has a solid red, it has the gold, and then the multi that has blue and gold and red in it. So that's what I decided to do, was we would just, and I think it's a great idea. And people have already started to order this one. And I've been having fun making this color version. So what I did last week, let me find. Okay, so what I did last week was I happened to have 2 balls of the brand new yarns. But that's all that's available was for the sample. So I made up, and I had this whole thing about, I was not sure what I was going to do, and I needed to go to where I think the best, which is the shower, which I did come up with doing this and doing it in my not famous, but my favorite waffle weave stitch, and I love this cowl. Anyway, I love it in this colorway, and then I did, just to show you that it comes up, you know, looking different depending on what part of the ball of yarns, and they were 2 colors that you go into. So this is 2, and then I said, well, I need to come up with samples of the Silk Garden version. So this was option 3, sorry, and then that's that option. And it's so much fun using so I used all 3 colors in here. And then this was the option 2. I don't know if I could put this on last time. And yeah, I like that color too. Actually, and I don't hate this color on me either, which I'm kind of, maybe it's, I don't know, but I'm not hating it. So here we go with me and my little cooler colors. Oh, so pretty. It's so pretty. I'm really happy with this. I am really happy with this. Yeah. So again, the 3 colors, so it gives you an idea of how those colors play together. I'm also looking into the idea of doing a pillow instead of just a blanket. And then also, I can't wait to do this one because these are truly my colors. There we go. So this is what the blanket is actually going to be shown in, and I can't wait. So this afternoon I will be doing this cowl to show you how this cowl looks in the option number 1. So these will be available the minute the magazine hits the shop. Your cowls will be available. Also, although if you're local and you want to stop in and you want to get started on your cowl right away, I will have it available. You just have to come back in for your magazine. But I'm not shipping this out yet until the magazine comes in because I want it all to go together. I think you can understand that. Okay. Oh, do I want to keep it on? I want to keep, no. I'll keep it on for now because, and I know that some of you are probably like, all she makes is cowls. Well, you know what? It's a fabulous accessory. And it's a fast accessory to make up. And I'll have to say, Andrea Mowry has done very well by cowls. And, oh, and speaking of that, the beautiful new cowl that she came out with, I can't wait to start that. I forget the name. I don't have the pattern in front of me. Shoot, I can't remember the name of it. I know the other one's called Framed. Can't remember it. But anyway, I will have to get the link for you for that one. But it's beautiful black and white. I think I talked about it last week, or I talked about it on Facebook. I might have talked about it on Facebook because I just fell in love with that and had to have it. So what was I saying? Oh, so anyway, going back to Baroco for a moment. So I decided that since this was such a great project, I weighed up the yarn that was in the kit, and I mean, I knew there had to be plenty. There was more than enough to make this cowl. Granted, slightly in a different way, but it's still a great way to sample. It's a great way to do the pattern, and it's a great way to sample the yarn. And, so let me show you. So I ripped out the mitts. Gone. I did it during the yarn tasting because I was talking about it, and they were like, okay, mitts are done. We're going to start the cowl. But anyway, so this is the start of my cowl. So this was yarn, I forget the name of the yarn already. Yeah, I already forgot. Oh, wait a minute. I can tell you right now. It's a really chunky one, so I needed to do it at the bottom. Oh, Bestie. Why didn't I forget? It's a cotton blend, but it's very, very chunky. But I still did it on my size 8 and then I did a couple increases to kind of get us back up to speed here. And yeah, so then I'm mixing two colors, and then I'm mixing again. So it's just a fun way. And everybody's colors will be different. So yeah, so I still have some more yarn to go, and it'll be enough just to make that. So I think that it's a little sportier version, but I think it's really cute. So what I'm going to do is, I have some Baroco kits left, and these are, you can tell me a color preference, but these are a little bit harder to give you, like, you want pinks, because some of them there's no pink, or there's no something else. So it's basically what I give you. But still, I mean, it could make a fun gift, and you could meanwhile be checking out the yarn. I love it when you can have a project and get something, and try something out at the same time. But okay, so this is the plus. If you order the Baroco kit, yarn kit, I will also include free the pattern for the cowl. So say you decide you want to do this cowl and something else, you've got the pattern, because I am going to post this this pattern up on Ravelry as soon as I get it tech edited and make sure that everything is good with it. I mean, I've made it umpteen times so far, but it's good to have another set of eyes, especially on the pattern part, because as I've told you, I'm not great at that. I am the most reluctant of pattern knitters, but it's necessary. So, but anyway, I'm very pleased with that. I'm hoping to finish that today, and then start my pink version. And as a matter of fact, I would have started it last night instead of the Baroco, but I left it here sitting on the table. So let me put that right in my bag now so I don't forget about it. Okay, so yes, so I'm very, very happy about this cowl. And then speaking of, let's see, what else do I want to say here? I need to look at my order. Okay, I have another cowl. Now this is a Baroco cowl, but I think it's super, super cute. I think I might have shown the pattern. But one of my favorite knitters, Leslie, made it for me for the shop. I would have enjoyed making it, but I have so many things on my list, it's not even funny. Constantly making for the shop, but look at this. This is called Molly. How pretty. And this yarn is so soft. It's 100% baby llama. But how pretty is this? Look. It's done in mitered squares. I'm going to do a free class next Saturday. You just have to get your kit. And as a matter of fact, if you got the newsletter or watched the Facebook this past week, I made a mistake. I made a math error, and I made the cowl. I don't normally do this. I usually undercharge. If I make a mistake, it's usually to your benefit and definitely not to mine. But in this case, I was thinking the yarn was a different price. I was thinking of a different yarn, and I assigned it that price instead. So anyway, I looked at it and I kept saying, it's so expensive for that cowl. And I was still going to kit it up for you, because what I'm going to do is you'll get the background color, and then it really only takes not even a half a ball of yarn. So instead of, and it's 4 colors, so instead of you paying for 4 full balls and then 3 of these, I was going to give you half ball, but it was still expensive. So when I actually looked at the price, I double checked the price of this. I'm like, oh wow, you are way off. You are thinking of a different yarn. So I fixed that, and it's still with the half skeins. So I think it's definitely a more palatable price. And I think I even put a little discount on it. but it feels fabulous. It's going to be super warm and cozy. And this miter squares are so much fun to do. So much fun. But you could certainly do this in another yarn. The pattern is available on Ravelry, and it's called Molly. So you can check it out, and I'll put the link up, and you can find it for yourself. Okay, so that's that. And then my sister Debbie was here Friday and Saturday helping me. Well, she was doing the bulk of the work because I was doing other things. But getting organized and getting things ready for the chiclets, the advent calendar to go out. Yeah, I love this one, but you know what? I really love mine. So let's look at mine some more. Here we go. The Noro. Yeah, this is a pretty color too. So anyway, so she was very busy. She made a nice dent in some of the work that needs to get done. And boy, there's a lot of work involved to doing the Advent. But, I mean, it's fun. It's kind of tedious, but it's still fun. And I can't wait. I can't wait for everybody to get their calendars. I can't wait to come on every day to show everybody the new chiclet. Here on YouTube, so that everybody will get to see what they look like. I've got some other great plans in store for that too. So I'm really excited about it, and I'm excited for people to get their little gifts that are going to be, because some of them are no, I don't want to get into it, but there's some really very special gifts in there, so I can't wait to show those off every day as well. So yeah, so we're making, and I'm really hoping to get these out sooner than later. Maybe I'm hoping, right now I'm kind of, worst case scenario mid-November, but I would really love for them to go out definitely by the beginning of November. Finishing up the patterns. There's an amazing amount of work that was involved in getting those all put together too, and yeah, and having the chiclets test knitted as well. So yeah, just a lot involved, but fun. I'm very excited about them. Okay, so then what else? Oh, and then Noro, yay! I don't even know how long it took, but it finally came in. Sonata Shima. I have been waiting for this color, and so have some other customers. It's been so long that they've been waiting. This is color 1015, that I don't remember the color. This color looks very different from the original color, or at least the dye lot that I had. So I need to make sure now, before I even send this out, that everybody still wants it, still remembers that they have it on back order before I send it out. But it's a beautiful color, very rich, elegant color. Yeah. So anyway, if anybody was waiting for Sonata Shima, this is the multicolored version of Sonata. To come in. 1015 has arrived. Yay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as like show. Oh, I forgot about the sweater behind me. This was also, I got this in as a sample. This is the Twilight Paints, and this is done as a sweater. They color blocked it. So they did 2 different colors for the body. This was that teal color, and then they color blocked the sleeves, and then the other sleeve is the other color. It's really soft, it's nice and lightweight, very drapey and stretchy, so it's quite nice. It's just a kind of oversized, easy, ridged sweater, very simple. And the back, yeah, the back is the same. So anyway, so there's that. Do I have anything else in the back to show you? No. Okay. One last thing. Parting, and I spent a lot of time thinking about this. because I didn't want to come off. I really thought about this. I still kind of didn't totally come to. So whatever I say is what I finally decided what I was going to say. First of all, I want to let you know that when you are ordering, shipping stinks. It's expensive. I recognize that. Believe me, I understand that. There's been so many times when people have ordered something and due to just whatever, circumstances, mistake, whatever, I've had to pay extra for the shipping because due to no fault of the customer, it was going to cost more to ship whatever it was. For the most part, we can usually make it work, so it's reasonable. Okay. So I had a situation where I was looking at my comments on my YouTube the other day, and I saw there was an additional comment, so I went to take a look at it, and I read it, and it was about shipping. And it was that this person was very unhappy. So they ordered the Noro magazine, and that the shipping was more than the magazine. I get it. I send the Noro magazines out in a padded priority envelope so that when it gets to you, it's not chewed up, that it's in as good a shape as I can get to you, because I know I hate getting a brand new glossy magazine and it's got tears and rips in the cover. So, that doesn't make me happy. So that's why I send in a padded envelope. Padded envelopes, you are really trying to save some money on shipping. If you call your order into me, sometimes I can shave some money off of that shipping, depending, like if I weigh it, if I maybe don't put it in the box, if we put it in a softer thing, if I just send it differently, I can save you some shipping. If, for instance, the shipping really bothers you about the Noro magazine, and I have to say, yeah, when I see that order, that bothers me. And there have been times, and in this case, it's quite possible because the magazine's not here yet. When that magazine came in, I have very few people that just order the magazine. They usually order the magazine and maybe a couple other things. So then shipping doesn't feel quite so bad. But I get it. It's painful when you order just one magazine and, it costs you even more than the magazine. Totally get it. Call me. Because instead of putting it in the priority padded envelope, I can put it in a plain envelope for you. No frills. It'll take maybe another extra day, two, I don't know, a couple days to get to you. Maybe not. Who knows? But it won't go priority. It'll just go, I don't know what it'll go, but it'll definitely be way less. And I am happy to do that for you because that money doesn't go in my pocket. That priority shipping that you are paying, that's going to the post office. That's going to the postal service. I don't see any of that. So that's what I'm telling you right now. So don't get all upset. You just need to call me or email me, and I am happy. It would be my pleasure to save you on shipping. Quite often I do have customers that that's their normal mode of business, is they call, we have a nice little chat, I can kind of figure out what it's going to cost them. So in some cases it might still be the same shipping, but in some cases I might have saved them shipping. But anyway, that's just what I want to tell you. And also there's no reason. I take things really personally, and I shouldn't. because it's really easy for me, and I don't know whether it's because it's the Pisces in me, but it's really, really easy for me to see both sides of a situation. So I can understand somebody getting upset about shipping. I can want to fix that. But you know what? You need to give me the opportunity to fix it. I do this to my kids, and I know it drives them crazy, especially my youngest daughter. She might just be venting to me to complain about something in her life. My automatic thing is to go into mom gear and to say, well, how do we fix it? That's what I do. How do we fix it? So I guess that just kind of bugged me that I wanted to fix it, and actually I did. I went ahead, I was giving her 2 options of what she wanted to do, and I said, you know what, I'm going to save her the most money I can. Get her magazine, she's got a refund, the magazine will come in an envelope. She'll get her 10% discount, and I did what I could do. But I guess I'm going to just say this. I'm disappointed in this customer. That's it. I'm disappointed. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. But like I said, if you please let me save you some money if I can, okay? I am not out to, and I'm going to look at my shipping too and see if there's any other maybe shipping program that I can use that will help me to save some money. Maybe offer that envelope option. I currently don't have that option to offer something else. It just gets messy, and this was the easiest way to do it. And like I said, I still prefer to mail the magazines that way, but I'm happy to do whatever it takes to make you happy. So on that note, I hope that you all have a good rest of the week. I hope that I've inspired you with the new cowl, and definitely check back to see what my new surprise is going to be, either this Wednesday or next week. So have a great week, get a lot of knitting done, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.